So last week we had the discussion about Ramjanmabhoomi. Now, since then, there has been a lot of controversy around that. Okay. Especially some religious leaders saying that, oh, it should not be done like this, it has to be done like this, it has to be, the temple is not complete, so you cannot do prana pratishtha or consecration without the temple being complete. Prime Minister should not be there. Prime Minister should not be allowed to touch the idol. There's a lot of controversies around. Okay. Now, I will address each of these controversies separately. The first thing is that the temple is not complete. Okay. And if the temple is not complete, you cannot do the consecration. Thousands of years back, Shankaracharya is one of our foremost spiritual gurus. And Shankaracharya is the one who traveled from the bottom of India to the top, establishing all these large temples. Okay. So when Shankaracharya used to establish these temples, consecration was done. And while the consecration was happening, in most of the cases, the temple was not there. Shankaracharya was going from one end of India to the other end, establishing temples, places of spiritual practice. Right? And when he was doing that, he didn't have time to go and build big temples and all that. Okay, but consecration was happening. This is Shankaracharya. Even Ram in Rameshwaram is one of the beautiful temples, right? It's not only the beauty I'm talking about, you go into the temple itself, you feel that energy. So when Ram established Rameshwaram temple, the consecration, there was no temple there. Just a lingam. Right? So there's no point in unnecessarily creating all these controversies. Okay, a lot of it is just politically motivated. Okay, and there was another controversy is that, oh, Prime Minister should not do that. It has to be pujaris, top Brahmin pujaris who have to come and do that. So there is, it might be my misunderstanding, but I felt that there was a bit of that casteism coming there, right? A little bit of casteism coming there. We should remember that this is the casteism which ruined Hinduism. Right? It is the casteism which actually resulted in so many of Hindus converting. Right? Because casteism is not actually Hinduism. Right? Yeah, in the olden society, okay, people were doing certain kind of work. According to the work, they were put into a class. Right? Eventually, some people just manipulated the whole system for their own benefit to create that caste system. Right? Okay, so because of that manipulation, there was so much of atrocities which were committed within the Indian society. I wouldn't say Hinduism as such, which is within the Indian society, because that was the only things that was being followed in India at those days. Okay. So there was a little bit of atrocity, not little bit, there were a lot of atrocities committed. So when religions came from outside, these people who were oppressed, right? People who were oppressed in India, they actually thought, oh, okay, this is something foreign, this is nice, everybody's treated equal. Let's go and join that. Okay, this was the reason. Okay, there was a lot of forced conversions also. Okay, conversion by the sword, that is another thing. I would say bulk of the conversions was by the sword. But the rest of it, the conversions happened because of, one of the reasons was because of the caste system and the oppression of the lower caste. Okay. Deepika, I'll come back to you. Okay, let me just finish this. Now, here there is an opportunity for all of us, okay, to erase that past. That is a dirty past. We had that past. That is a dirty past. Our own mistake. Okay, our own mistake. No one else to blame. Our own mistake. Now we have an opportunity to erase that past. And that is what we are doing. Right? So no more discussions on these unnecessary things. Let's all get together and enjoy this particular moment. It is extremely important that we do that.